So you're a teenager, you're in school, you're young, and you want to start making good money from the get-go. You don't want to work those minimum wage jobs. So you do your research and you understand that I have to start a business in order to be rich, which is great. This is the first step towards financial freedom, and that's what I recommend teenagers and young people to get started, to start making money. What I recommend for teenagers to start making money, it's very simple, is I would sell a service going door to door knocking. Why? Because if you're young, you probably don't have enough money to be able to risk it in certain types of businesses. So I would start a business that's very easy to start and doesn't cost any money. Now, if you're young, you're probably looking at social media marketing agencies and you're like, oh, I should do that. I can make 10 grand a month in a couple of months. I'll be balling. I can work from my computer, which is true. Like, it's great. Like, it's a good business avenue, but it's difficult, especially if you're young. And it's not so because you're young, it's because you lack the experience. Like, you don't have any work experience. Okay, working at McDonald's does not give you enough valuable skills to be able to become a good entrepreneur. Okay, you have to learn a bunch of crap. And the only way you're going to learn is by educating yourself, by buying courses, by buying books, or I should say, and by actually doing whatever you need to do to learn those skills. If you're young and you want to start a business, your primary objective is to learn the skills in order to make money in the future. So what I would do is, you probably have a couple of $100, so I would buy basic equipment to offer a service going door to door. So that can be window cleaning, car cleaning, landscaping service. You can just buy a lawnmower. You probably already have one. I'm telling you, just go around your neighborhood, talk to your neighbors, and then tell them what you're doing. I'm telling you, if you're younger, it's even easier because people, they're like, oh, look, he's young. He's trying to like make extra money. He's trying to be entrepreneurial and stuff like that. I'll give him a chance. You can do this. It was easier when I was younger doing that than it is right now. Because now you're seen more of like an adult. It's like a real business. They're like, oh, is he trying to scam me? Is he this? Is he that? Whatever. People have less sympathy for you. But if you're young, you can take advantage of that. But I do believe, let's say if you want to do like Facebook ads and stuff like that, like, although like, yeah, like you can do it as like a 16, 17-year-old, I do think businesses are kind of going to be a bit more sketched out if they see a really young kid on Zoom trying to sell them a 2 grand a month service. It's possible. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's going to be a lot harder for you. I know personally, like I have a window cleaning business and I'm thinking of running ads. And I can do the ads myself, so I'm not going to hire agency. But if I was looking for people and I see this young kid offering me his services, I would be kind of sketched out. So you want to offer something that doesn't require a high level of experience and knowledge to do. If a 16-year-old comes to my house and offers to cut my grass, I'm not going to doubt his skills. I'm like, yeah, like it's not that hard to do. Like, he can do it. I'm just lazy to do it, so I will pay you to do it. So that's what I did at first to kind of develop my base skills. And once I got better, I was able to do other stuff, which made me even more money. But you have to start at those beginning stages. And I think the best way to learn is by actually doing it. So what's the best business to start? As a teenager, as a young guy, I would sell a service going door to door. I don't want to go crazy in depth on how to do it. I made a bunch of videos on my channel. Feel free to watch them. But it's honestly not that complicated. And you can make a lot of money. You can make good money from it. Okay, especially if, that's a trick, if you can offer a recurring service. So let's say you're doing car cleaning. Instead of just selling one-off car cleaning, once you finish the service, you can go to the client and tell them, look, I'm offering a monthly recurring service. I can come back every month and charge you half of what I charged you today. And I'll just do the service for you without you needing to call me and stuff like that. Like every month I will be here and do the service. Now, most people will say no, but if you do enough jobs and you ask enough people will say yes. And eventually you'll have a steady list of clients that you don't even have to door knock anymore to do the service. Like every month they're expecting you to be there. And that makes your life a whole lot easier. Okay. So that's how I would start making money as a teenager. That's how I started, and I was pretty successful. I was good at making money. And yeah, so I hope you guys learned something new. Get off your ass, get to work, and make that money.